Think and grow. Think before you do. If you are new to this channel, subscribe to this channel and press that bell icon and click all notifications. Hello viewers, today in this video we are going to see about summary of Atomic Habits by James Clear. Generally, what are habits? All big things come from small beginnings. The seed of every habit is a single and tiny decision, but as the decision is repeated, a habit sprouts and grows stronger. Roots enrich themselves and branches grow. The task of breaking a bad habit is like uprooting a powerful oak within us, and the task of building a good habit is like cultivating a delicate flower one day at a time. Habits are behaviors that we perform automatically with little or no thought. Habits are powerful, hence if repeated daily, and even small actions can have a considerable effect. However, positive changes require patience. You can be confident that good habits keep you on the right trajectory, even if you don't see immediate results. Making significant changes in your life doesn't require major upheavals. Often, tiny changes to your behavior are enough to lead a desired result. Why it is hard to build habits? Habits are built based on a form of conditioning. In effect, behaviors that result in satisfying consequences tend to be repeated until they become automatic. For example, when you were a baby, you would have sucked your thumb to calm yourself. This calming feel was the satisfying consequence that would have encouraged you to repeat the behavior. As adults, we engage with habits like going on a morning run as we get an endorphin buzz and feel more productive. It is very easy to underestimate the value of making small improvements, such as going on a morning run. When repeated several times due to the habit being daily, the benefits will accumulate. Humans tend to convince themselves that massive success requires massive actions. Why should we try and get a little better each day? James Clear outlines that 1% of personal improvement per day will lead to being 37 times better the same time next year. According to Atomic Habits, habits are the compound interest of self-improvement, the same way that money multiples to produce compound interest. The effect of your habit multiples as you repeat them. They seem to make little or even no difference on any given day. Still, the impact they deliver over months or years can be enormous. Although it is possible to develop compound interest on good habits and bad habits too. Hence, putting off a project until tomorrow may seem to make no difference. However, if you repeat this 1% error day after day, these tiny errors can be compounded into toxic results. Success is the product of daily actions, not once in a lifetime transformation. You will not identify immediate positive outcomes from daily habit, as outcomes will always lag behind habits. For example, habits appear to make no difference until we cross a threshold and unlock a new performance level. The area of latent potential shows us why it can be hard to build habits. Habits do not provide us with the immediate gratification that humans often crave. Habits need to persist long enough to break this plateau. Habit gratification will take time, so you must learn to be patient and have faith. Forget about goals, concentrate on system. You should be far more concentrated with your current trajectory than with your current results. Goals are the result you want to achieve. In comparison, systems are the process that lead to those results. Atomic Habits states that you should aim to focus on the system. If you adopt this mindset, then goals will take care of itself. James Clear provides a few reasons how system can take care of goals. Winners and losers have the same goals. For example, every Olympian wants to win a gold medal and every entrepreneur wants to be successful. Merely creating this goal does not guarantee success. Otherwise, we would have millions of gold medalists. Therefore, winner system help them acquire their goal and obtain the required result. Achieving a goal is only a momentary change. Therefore, goals cannot resist your happiness. Our implicit assumption is once I reach my goal, then I will be happy. However, this approach to life sets us up to fail. Either you achieve your goal, but you don't feel fulfilled. Alternatively, you fail to achieve your goals and that make you feel unhappy. Goals do not create long-term progress. If you have trouble changing your habits, the problem isn't you. The problem is your system. Therefore, aim to focus on overall system rather than your individual goals. One of the core themes of Atomic Habit is you do not rise to the level of your goals. Instead, you fall to the level of your system. So, it's all about the system, not goals. The 3 layers of behavior change. You can think about outcomes as what you get from an action or group of actions. Comparatively, processes are about what you do. Finally, your identity is about what you believe. So, when people set out to improve themselves, they are thinking about the outcome and then thinking about the process. It's hard to change your habit if you don't change the underlying beliefs that lead to your previous behaviors. You might create a habit because of increased motivation. However, you will not maintain this habit unless it becomes part of your identity. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. No individual action will transform your beliefs. As the positive action builds up, so does the evidence of your new identity. Here's a simple 2 process for change. Be the type of person you want to be. Prove your identity to yourself with small wins and small atomic habits. Habit loops. Habits are self-reinforcing. Hence, there is a clear step-by-step process that actions travel through to become a habit. The cue triggers your brain to initiate a behavior because it predicts a reward. After receiving this initial reward, you will start to develop cravings. You are not craving the habit itself, but the change it delivered in your life. Based on these cravings, this action becomes part of your identity and becomes a habit you perform in your life. Finally, this habitual behavior starts to deliver long-term reward. The 4 steps of habit loop combine to form a neurological feedback loop. This loop is cue, craving, respond, reward. Ultimately, this loop allows you to create and reinforce atomic habits. The more you practice this habit loop with any particular habit, the more it will become automatic. Step 1. Cue. Make it obvious. For good habits, we want to make the cue obvious. Subsequently, for bad habits, we want to make cue invisible. For example, if you want to get better at playing the guitar, you need an obvious cue that acts as a reminder to play the guitar. One way of doing this is by putting the guitar in the middle of the living room so that your brain is triggered more often. Another great way to introduce a new cue is by creating habit stack. Habit stacking is simply the act of adding habits before and after each other. Step 2. Craving. Make it attractive. To make a habit stick, you must obtain positive feedback from this habit. A good way of developing this positive feedback is by utilizing temptation bundling. Temptation bundling is based on the phenomenon that you are more likely to find a behavior attractive if you get to do one of your favorite things simultaneously. The second method you could use to make craving more attractive is by joining a culture whether your desired behavior is normalized. For example, if you want to become well-read, then you could join a book club. Joining this club will hold you accountable, and you will likely find reading more fun than doing it alone. Similarly, if you want to break bad habit, you will want to do the inverse by joining the culture that doesn't endorse your bad habit, plus leaving a culture where your bad habits are normalized. For example, if you want to quit smoking, then it might be advisable to stop spending time with people who are habitual smokers. Step 3. The response. Make it easy. Conventional wisdom holds that motivation is the key to changing a habit. If we want to change enough, then we will change. However, the relationship between motivation and habit changing is a bit more complicated than this. Specifically, human behavior follows the law of least effort. We naturally gravitate towards the option that requires least amount of work. However, we can use this to our advantage by creating an environment where doing the right thing is as easy as possible. Based on these claims, we should reduce the friction associated with good behavior. Similarly, if you want to get fit, you could join a gym that is en route to your work. You can also get your gym bag organized and ready the night before. For bad behaviors, you should increase the friction. If you want to watch less television, make it so that you can only turn on the TV as you say out loud the name of the program you want to watch. This will stop mindless viewing and switching channels. Step 4. The reward. Make it satisfying. As human, it can be hard to pick up new habit. This difficulty is associated with beginning of new habit being characterized by sacrificing without any rewards. You can go to the gym few times a week and nothing will change physically. Instead, it takes months to see a result. Therefore, if you want to make a habit stick, you need to figure out the way of give yourself an immediate reward. One technique you can use when the reward is long term is to set up a loyalty system for yourself. For example, imagine you want to give up alcohol. On its own, there is no satisfaction in merely abstaining. However, suppose you transfer certain amount of money to your holiday bank account every week. You go without an alcohol. In that case, you will immediately rewarding yourself for your new habit. How to form good habits? The more pride you have in a particular aspect of your identity, the more motivation you will be to maintain the habits associated with it. If you are proud of how your hair looks, you will develop all sort of habits to take care for and maintain it. If you are proud of the size of your biceps, you will make sure you never skip up an upper body workout. Once your pride gets involved, you will find tooth and nail to maintain your habits. Certain stimuli can trigger habitual behavior. Once you understand that, you can use this knowledge to change your habits. Encourage better habits by changing your environment. Make your cues as obvious as possible and you will be more likely to respond to them. For example, suppose you want to eat healthier snacks. In this instance, you could leave these healthy snacks out on the counter rather than hiding them in a drawer. Use implementation intentions. Don't make vague statement such as I will eat better. Instead, create a clear plan of action and set out when and where you will carry out the habit you want to cultivate. Build temptation. Humans are motivated by anticipation of a reward. Our brain do not release dopamine when we do pleasurable things, but also when we anticipate them. Note that making habits attractive will help you stick to them. Link the habit you want to form with a behavior that you are drawn to. For example, allow yourself to watch episodes of your favorite show while you are cycling at the gym. Make the habits as easy to adopt as possible. Reduce the friction for good habits and increase friction for bad habits. Use the 2 minutes rule. Make any new activity feel manageable by only committing 2 minutes of it. This is a way to build easily achievable habit, and those can lead you on to more extraordinary things. Getting started is the most critical step. Make your habits immediately satisfying. When you are pursuing habit with a delayed return, try to attach an immediate gratification to them. How to keep your habits on track? Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. No single instance will transform your beliefs, but as the votes build up, so does the evidence of your new identity. Option 1. Habit tracker. Habit trackers help ensure you maintain the daily behavior required to feed a habit. For example, use a calendar or diary to create a habit tracker. Also, cross off every day that you manage to stick to your good habits. Habit tracking itself is an attractive and satisfying habit. Hence, this is why habit tracking is so effective. Option 2. Contract. Develop a habit contract that imposes negative consequences. If you fail to stay on track, try to involve other people. Simply knowing that someone is watching you can be powerful incentive to keep going. If you like this video, hit the like button and share your opinion in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, subscribe to our channel for more videos. Finally, thank you for watching.